This is a very short question, and some of you were on sitting on the council, some of you were not, so you will answer it accordingly. Why is the city of Prescott spending $2 million for Trader Joe's?
Great, 60 seconds for that one, you know. Like I've said in the past, I think my wife is going to go there. I think she's going to buy all that kind of food that I hate to eat. She's going to buy healthy stuff, and she's going to bring it home. I think it's going to create a lot of part-time jobs. And with the construction, I don't know if they're hiring a lot of local folks yet, but you know, I would hope they would be. But I don't think it's the government's job to act as a bank, and I don't think we should be loaning money out or putting money down on property. I think that's the job of a bank to get that done. It's not the part of the city government to gamble that money. And you know what? Just put a different name on it. You know, instead of Trader Joe's, let's call it Phil's Plumbing Supply Store. You know, would we want to give $2.2 million to Phil so he could build his plumbing supply store? Would that be a proper use of the money? And I think it's the way you look at it. But I welcome Trader Joe's, and that $2 check, you know, makes the wife happy. I'm happy.
Yes.
Number one, we did not give $2.3 million to Trader Joe's. We had $2.3 million in a fund that was earning $27,000 a year. It was intended for economic development. And what we did was we bought a piece of property for the citizens of Prescott. We own the property. We didn't give it to a developer. We entered into an agreement with a developer to develop your piece of property in order to generate revenue to pay for your basic services. And to do that, he had to bring in a high-end retailer, one of the highest-end retailers in grocery business, and it happened to be Trader Joe's. It could have been Plumber Bob. I could have cared less. It was a business decision, and we're going to retain somewhere in the vicinity of $600,000 to $800,000 a year, or whether you want to take it in the first 5 years or the second 5 years. The fact is, it's your property. We're earning money for your basic services, doing what we're supposed to do, taking care of your basic services.
Well, and Jim, if I may, I'm going to echo you a little bit. Private-public partnerships happen all the time in economic development, job creation. Utilizing it for retail, that's a departure from what we normally see. But as Jim alluded to, this is going to create a significant revenue stream for the city, a revenue stream that is continuing to dwindle, especially from our state shared revenues. And what it comes down to is the basic services: police, fire, roads, water, sewer. If we can't provide those, then we're not doing our job. But in order to provide those, we need revenue streams that are not from the taxation of the residents of the city of Prescott. We need to find those revenue streams through opportunities like this one. Am I 100% a fan of the deal? No. But at the end of the day, I ultimately believe that a good decision was made. This is going to be good for the city, and this is going to help offset the shortfall that we're seeing from our state shared revenues for this year and into the future. Thank you.
Thank you. I too believe it was a good deal. We had that $2 million sitting in a bank account down with the state of Arizona, and I believe we were earning 0.3% interest, and as someone alluded to, it was about $27,000 a year. Now we have purchased the property, but we are being paid 6% interest, and for 5 years, and after that it goes up to 7%. And also, the Trader Joe's and the people that develop it have the opportunity to buy that land back from us. So we're not losing the money. It's an investment as far as I can see, and I think it's a very good investment because we live on sales tax. And Trader Joe's is going to bring in the sales tax that will write off the amount that has been invested. And the good thing about it, again, is we will get the money back to us in the contract. Thank you.
Should the city be involved with retail? It's sort of up to you guys. Should we be part of trying to keep the city turning? Yes. Do we collect a sales tax? Yes. And with Trader Joe's coming in, do you believe that maybe some of that money is going to come from another business? Yes. Now, I voted for Trader Joe's. We've been trying to get one into the city of Prescott for 10, 15 years. But the process, was the process done right? and I think it could have been a little more open. I think we would have understood it better, and I think we would have had a little bit better buy-on. In the long run, yes, it's going to work for us, but in these times, infrastructure, incentives, different things change. What do you do for a business to get them in? Right now, they're in the city of Prescott. Thank you.
I am extremely happy that I was a part of the negotiating team that brought this deal to fruition. When you're dealing with a company as Trader Joe's, and we had no personal contact with Trader Joe's, period. The contact we had was with one of the developers that had a relationship with the person in Trader Joe's that is in charge of acquisition or relocation of their properties. So I'm very proud of the deal. It was not done in secret. There was confidentiality involved. When we get the first check from them, I think we'll all be very happy. And I hope that we can find more Trader Joe deals, because for a community that's so dependent on sales tax, that's how we pay our bills. We're going to need more and more public-private partnerships. And anytime we can put one together with this strength and this significance, I want to be a part of it. Thank you.
All right, the big question of the day. Why did the city do that? Well, here's my punchline. Because they didn't trust the people, they didn't trust private enterprise, they chose the big government, non-conservative approach. Trader Joe's would still be here if they trusted people and private enterprise. The capital improvement fund came from the general fund. It would go back to the general fund when tough times. It would pay for enhanced public safety. That's how I believe it was done wrong. The process was not open to the public. Boo-hoo on confidentiality. When it comes to informing the people, that's where we need to be.